So good morning children. So last class we have discussed up to radiochemistry. So what is mean by radiochemistry? So radiochemistry is a chemistry of radioactive and non-radioactive isotopes. It includes both natural and artificial. So we are going to study the preparations, properties, entire characters. So that is called what now? Radiochemistry. Okay. So today we are going to start the new topic, dye chemistry. So what is mean by dye chemistry? Okay, so all are you are familiar with the color. Okay, so day to day life we are using so many materials or things. Okay, maximum are color. Okay, maximum are color. Okay, the human life also facilitated by what? Colors. Okay, because we are living in a colorful world. Colorful world. Okay, so what is the reason? So if you are seeing the plants or animals or whatever may be, either living things or non-living things, contains what? Color. Contains what more? Color. Okay, so some of the colors are look like neat. Okay, some of the colors are dull. So what is the reason? Okay, so next one. Okay, they contain what more? Some chemicals. So what are the materials are produced with colors? What are the material that produced with colors contains what? Chemicals. Okay, either green color or red color or whatever may be the color. Okay, the chemicals which are called as what ma? Colorants. The chemicals that which are used in where? The substance to bring the colors. Okay, that is called what ma? Colorants. Okay, the uses of colorants by mankind for painting and dyeing date back to the what ma? Olden days. Olden days. Okay. So the middle of the 19th century, all the colorants obtained back from the natural things. Okay. The middle of the 19th century. Okay. All the colorants obtained from where? Only natural. Okay. But nowadays we are using, okay, instead of natural, artificial colorants also we are using. Okay, that maximum colorants are what? Organic compounds. Organic compound. Okay, the organic compounds are used in the textiles also. Okay, the organic compounds that are used as a colorants are called dyes. Okay, the organic compounds. The organic compounds. Organic compounds, okay, which are used as a colorants are called dyes. So what is mean by dye? What is mean by dye? The organic compound that are used as a colorants. So which are the, okay, whatever may be the organic compound which is ready to give colorants to the materials or substance, that is called what? Dyes. Okay, these dyes are maximum aromatic compounds originating from plants, from the insects, fungi and leeches. Okay, so maximum they are originated from where? Plants and also from some of the insects. Okay, so next one. So what is mean by dye chemistry? Okay, so dye chemistry is the study of different types of dyes or kind of dyes. It provides the information on theory, structure, synthesis and applications of synthetic dyes. Synthetic dyes. Okay, so dye chemistry is nothing but what ma? It includes in the preparation of dyes, before the theory, application, uses and applications of synthetic dyes. Okay, next one, characteristics of dyes. Characteristics of dyes. Okay, suppose if you are taking any types of dyes, okay, that possess the following points, mainly we are called as what? Dyes. Okay, so first one, all colored compounds are not dyes. All colored compounds are what? Not dyes. Okay, dyes are those colored compounds which can be firmly fixed in fabrics by chemical or physical bonding. So the dyes possesses the following points. Okay, first one, it should have a suitable color. Suitable color. It possesses suitable color. Okay, second point, it should be able to fix itself or be capable of being fixed to the fabric. Okay, third one, it should be fast to light. Okay, it should be fast to light. Fast to light. Okay, fix itself. Okay, last one, it should be resistant to the action of water, dilute acids and alkalis. It should be resistant to the action of what? Either water or alkalis or dilute acids. Okay, so next one, classification of dyes. Classification of dyes. Okay, the dyes based on their application and based on their parent structure. Okay, based on their application or parent structure. Parent structure. Okay, so based on the application, what type of methods we are used to apply, or next one what ma? Based on the parent structure. Okay, the classification of dyes into two types. Okay, so one is what ma? Application. Okay, one is application based on the method of application. Next one based on the structure. Based on the structure. Okay, first one we will see based on the applications. Okay, so first one, acid dyes. Okay, first one what ma? Acid dyes. Acid dyes. Okay, these are acidic in nature and used for dyeing animal fibers and synthetic fibers. Okay, usually acid dyes contains what nature ma? Acidic nature, because it is present, acid is present. Okay, these can be used for protein fibers such as wool and silk. Example, picric acid, naphthol, LOS. Okay, second one, basic dyes. Second one, basic dyes. Okay, these are basic dyes contains basic group. Okay, so what are the groups are called basic group? NH2, NHR, NR2. Okay, so these groups are the examples of what ma? Basic group. Okay, NH2, NHR, NR2. Okay, so these are used for dyeing animal fibers and plant fibers. Okay, next one, modern dyes. Modern dyes are indirect dyes. Indirect dyes. Okay, so these dyes have a poor affinity for cotton fabrics and hence do not apply directly. So we have to apply with the help of what ma? Color. Okay, color materials or pre-treatment with fiber with moderant. Okay, that is called what ma? Moderant. So the dyes mixed with the moderant. Okay, so the dyes are called what ma? Modern dyes or indirect dyes. Okay, so what is mean by modern? Okay, Latin language. Okay, modern means what ma? To bite. Okay, is a substance which can be fixed to the fiber and then can be combined with the dye to form an insoluble complex called lead. Okay, so what are the dyes are used as a modern dye or indirect dyes? Okay, example, aluminium, chromium and iron salts are widely used as a moderns. Example, alizarin. Okay, next one, direct dyes. Next one, direct dyes. Okay, they have high affinity. So which one have low affinity? Modern dyes or indirect dyes have low affinity, but direct dyes have what ma? High affinity. It is used for directly. For example, cotton, rayon and other cellulose fibers. So they are applied directly to, they fix firmly on the fabric. Example, congruent. Okay, next one, vat dyes. Fifth one, vat. So what is meant by vat dyes? Okay, it can be used only on cotton and not silk and wool. Okay, this dye is a continuous process and is carried out in a large vessel called vat. So this dye is called vat dyes. Example, indigo. Example, indigo. Okay, this dye is only applicable for cotton, not applicable for silk and woolen materials. Okay, so next one, based on the structure. So based on the applications, 5 types. One is acid, basic, modern or indirect. Fourth one, direct. Fifth one, vat. Okay, next one, so based on structure. Based on structure. Okay, so many dyes are using in based on the structure. Okay, first one, azo dyes. Next one, diphenyl methane dyes, triphenyl methane dyes, phthalate dye, anthraquinone dye, indigo, phthalocyanine dye, nitro and nitroso dyes. Okay, so different dyes are using based on what? Based on their structure. Okay, so that's all. Which chemistry is over? Okay, dye chemistry is over. Okay, so around how many types are given in our textbook? 8 types are given textbook based on their structure. So based on their application and based on their structures we have seen. Okay, next chemistry, agriculture and food chemistry. Agriculture and food chemistry. So two chemistry also very important to our human life. Okay, first we will see the agricultural chemistry. So what is in the agricultural chemistry? So agricultural chemistry involves in the applications of what mom? Chemical and biochemical knowledge to agriculture, production, process of raw materials into foods and etc. Okay, so how to develop the agriculture? So with the help of chemistry. So that chemistry is called what chemistry? Agriculture chemistry. So next one, goal of agriculture chemistry. What is the goal of agriculture chemistry? Goal of agriculture chemistry. So Indian chemists and biochemists applied their knowledge and developed modernized agriculture practice with involved uses of synthetic fibers, genetically modified crops and equipments. Okay, so olden days they have used different types of equipments, but nowadays they have modified everything the same way to increase the yield of crop. Okay, the next duration. Okay, the growth duration also nowadays they have reduced. Okay, it aims at producing sufficient nutrients, food and feed the population in a sustainable way while being responsible to the environment. So the agriculture chemistry mainly focus on the following. Okay, first one, increasing in the crop yield. Okay, increasing in the crop yield. Okay, next, improvement of food quality, reducing the cost of food production. Okay, so these are all 3 methods focusing in agriculture chemistry. Next one, applications of agriculture chemistry. specifications of agriculture chemistry. Okay, so chemical principles and reactions are mostly widely used in agriculture in order to increase yield. So in order to increase yield to protect crops from the disease, okay, and to simplify practice of agriculture. So various applications are given below. Okay, first one, soil testing. First one, what ma? Soil testing. So what is meant by soil testing? So why we want to do the soil testing in agriculture chemistry? So some of the plant, okay, it will grow in acidic nature. Some of the plant it will grow in basic nature. Some of the plants will grow in neutral nature. So we have to check the pH of the particular soil. Then we have to cultivate the some of the plants. Okay. Otherwise, okay, suppose we may change. Okay. So we have to find out the suitable fertilizers. Okay, we have to find out the suitable fertilizers. Suppose some of the plants will grow in acidic nature. Suppose the soil in basic nature. So we have to add the acidic fertilizers. So we have to compensate. So that purpose we are doing soil testing. Okay, next one, chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers. Chemical fertilizers. So with the help of fertilizers, we have to increase the yield of what ma? Food items. Okay. So fertilizers are the chemical compound that added to the crop field for supplying the essential micro and macro nutrients required for the crop growth. Okay. Suppose you have to increase the which one? Crop growth. So we have to add micro and macro nutrients. Okay, micro and macro nutrients. So we have to add. Okay, so already we know what are the macro and micro nutrients. For example, NPK, phosphorus, urea. Okay, these are all the examples of what macro and micronutrients. Okay, depending upon the nature of the soil, these fertilizers are used either single or mixture. Okay, next one, pesticides and insecticides. Okay, crops are prone to disease caused by the pests and insects. Chemically synthesized pesticides and insecticides are used to solve these issues. Okay, for example, chlorinated hydrocarbons, organophosphates and carbamates are used as pesticides and insecticides. Okay, so next one, food chemistry. Next one, food chemistry. So what is mean by food? What is mean by food? So food is one of the basic needs of human and animal. So without food we cannot run the life. So where we have to get the energy? Through food only we are getting the energy. The food we eat also are made up of chemicals. Okay, any human might require the following kinds of food. Okay, first one, body building foods. Body building food. Okay, so what are the foods? Okay, these are required for physical growth of the body. For example, protein. For example, protein. Body building food. Okay, second one, energy giving food. Energy giving food. So with the help of food we are getting the energy. So what are the food? Example, carbohydrates and fats, okay, are giving the energy. So with the help of energy we are functioning our entire parts. That means what? Part of the human body. Okay, example, carbohydrates, and fat. Okay, next one, last one, protective foods. Okay, these foods as from deficiency of disease. Protective food. Okay, so these protect us from deficiency disease, for example vitamins and minerals. Vitamins and minerals. Okay, so every human requires all these three kind of food in a right proportion for the smooth and functioning of the body. The diet that contain all these three foods in a right proportion is called a balanced diet. Okay, suppose this three food we may take in a right proportion. Right proportion. Right proportion. So that food is called what, ma? Balanced diet. Balanced diet. Okay, so what is mean with balanced diet, ma? Every human body need these three food. Okay, what are these three food, ma? Bodybuilding food, energy giving food, productive food. Okay, so if we take these three food in right proportion, in right manner, so that food is called what, ma? Balanced diet. Okay, food chemistry is the chemistry of food which involves in the analysis process, packing, utilization of materials, including bioenergy for food safety and quality. Okay, so next class we will see chemicals in food. Okay, chemicals in food, that we will see in the next chemistry. So last only one chemistry is pending, what, ma? Chemistry. Okay, so that's all. Which lesson is going to over? So this lesson is going to over. Okay, so the today homework, ma, continuous question number should be given. So question number 33, 34, 35. Okay, question number 33, 34 and 35. So question number 33. So what are the characteristics of dyes? What are the characteristics of dyes? Okay, question number 34. Question number 34. What are the classification of dyes? What are the classification of dyes? We have to write the two also. Okay, classification based on the application, based on the structure also. You have to explain each one. Okay, question number 35. Question number 35. Define agriculture and food chemistry. Define agriculture and food chemistry. Okay, so that's all. The remaining part we will see in the next class. Okay, so thank you, children. Thank you.